Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Holidays, any and all of the above, packaged together in a nice, handy, compactable little bundle of holiday cheer. From me to you, ladies and gentlemen, this is your neighborhood friendly Oxhorn here with my suspenders set to what? Maximum stun. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 226 of Scotch and Smoke Rings. Very late. Yes, this is a very late episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings because Thursday night was none other than Thanksgiving night. And I was in Kentucky. And I had absolutely no internet access in Kentucky. If you've been following the program for a while, you'll remember that I married a beautiful woman from Kentucky, and her parents are in Kentucky, and so I frequently have to visit Kentucky. And it's a pleasure to do so, but when I go down there, there is no internet. That's right, Kentucky, the entire state, is devoid of this marvel of human innovation known as the internets. And so while I am there, I am unlikely to be able to broadcast this show, but I am back in Seattle, good old technologically astute Seattle, and I can broadcast as always with my beard fully flourishing in its own frizzy sort of way. But yes, Ralaran says hippie-filled Seattle. That is true. It is filled with hippies and also internet. It's a give and take relationship there. Beep Beep in a Jeep says it's a blessing and a curse. Yeah, such is life. C'est la vie. But we have a great show for you today. You need to know a few things before we start. Number one, I just got over a horrid bout of food poisoning. No, it wasn't because of Thanksgiving. I know that's the first thing to jump to your minds, but I don't know what it was. I got on my airplane on Saturday morning to fly back to Seattle. Halfway through the 5-hour flight, I instantly stand up, run to the bathrooms in the back of the plane, and well, I'll leave the rest to your imagination. I won't go into too much detail, but let's just say that I never knew the contents of my stomach could contain so much material. It was rather astounding. And yes, I proceeded to have many a biological curiosity for the next 24 hours. And I am still I'm still slightly recovering from the effects of that. But I'm no longer nauseous, and I am no longer having weird and strange colored fluids flying out of every single pore. And so I am ready to smoke a cigar and drink some scotch with you guys today. But my throat is a little scratchy, and you're gonna hear me cough a little bit and clear my throat from time to time. So apologies ahead of time, but you know, thank God I am feeling a little bit better enough to finally light up a stogie. Now, if I were still sick, this would make me even sicker. I learned that the hard way. Never smoke a cigar when you're already sick, just because your body has a way of trying to eliminate toxins. And if it's in the process of eliminating toxins, if you add more to it, it's going to eliminate more toxins. So, word of the wise, just a friendly bit of knowledge we have there. Happy late Thanksgiving, Oxhorn, says William Moore. Pleasure to see you again, William Moore. Ralaran says, science! Indeed, there is nothing but class and science here at scotchandsmokerings.com. Yes. I got this bad boy at the Cincinnati airport. And what an airport is the Cincinnati airport. I have to say, if I were to ever be stranded at an airport, I would hope it would be an airport similar to the Cincinnati airport. Primarily because they had a smoking lounge there. And the Seattle airport does not. It's actually illegal to have a smoking lounge in the Seattle airport. True story. So I walked into that smoking lounge and my eyes were beaming and glistening like little puppies, because little puppies apparently glisten. And I purchased 2 cigars and I smoked one there, and I brought this one back with me. This is a Grey Cliff handmade cigar, and it's just the right size. I'll probably finish it just as the show ends today, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's fire this bad boy up. You toast the end here a little bit. You don't burn it. You just toast the end here just a little bit to get it nice and red. And then you start to see some white ash form. And that's when you know that it's good to go. And then you don't have to light it again. It just takes care of itself. Who have we got here today? Lepidus of Rune Totem is here. He says that's why I never eat on a plane, yes. I'm not sure where I got the food poisoning. It could have been the Starbucks before the flight. It could have been the cookies during the flight. I'm just completely baffled. Patrika, Greg McLovin Hartung, Rolleron, Esmertude Dragon, Thunder God 91. We just have everybody here. And then from the Twitch TV chat, we've got Beep Beep in a Jeep, Senior Cookies, William Moore, and X-Flare 3. Welcome, good to see you as well, Tavor89 and Lol Manzi 1. Everybody is here and we're having a good old-fashioned time. I'm going to be really interested to see how many people show, because we're doing this on a Monday. And I can't remember the last time I actually did this show on a Monday. Probably never, because this show is normally done on a Tuesday, or a Thursday. Man, I'm getting even my days mixed up. That's how sick I was. But we're drinking a little bit of Scoresby Scotch today, some blended Scotch whiskey. And this is the first alcoholic beverage I've had in over a week and a half, primarily due to the sickness. So cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Bottoms up, chin chin, and have a classy evening. So before I get into everything, I have to say, wow. Pardon me. You know you haven't had Scotch in a while when you sip Scotch for the first time in a couple weeks, and it knocks you in the face. Normally I don't have that problem, but it's been a while, and whew, Scoresby. Scoresby is one of my preferred lower shelf scotches. It's reasonably priced and it's fairly tasty, but it's still a lower shelf scotch, so it's got a bit of a kick to it. But I wanted to talk about some donations that some of the fans gave. Major kudos to two people in particular. This show is dedicated to Joseph Genitos and Stacy White. They both donated some wonderful gifts to scotchandsmokerings.com. They bought today's cigars, and in fact, they probably bought the next month's worth of cigars. Their donations were so generous. So thank you, Stacy and Joseph, for your very, very fine donations. If you would like to donate to this fine program, there's a PayPal donate button on either the Twitch TV, if you look below the player, and on scotchandsmokerings.com. Support the show by purchasing a cigar for the hosts to enjoy, and maybe even a glass of Scotch. So next week, expect a very fine bottle of upper shelf Scotch. That is what I'm going to be spending the donations on. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. ThunderGuy91 says, good job, guys. Patrika claps. Everybody's in a real good mood. Elizabeth says, what do you want for Christmas, Brandon? Man, what do I want for Christmas? I've been told by the women in my life that I'm a very hard person to shop for. I mean, I think I'm fairly easy to shop for because cigars, right? How am I going to be sad if I wake up Christmas morning to a box of beautiful cigars? It would be impossible. So I think I'm a fairly easy person to shop for, but apparently I'm not. And I've got my mom asking me what I want for Christmas, and my wife asking me what I want for Christmas, and I don't even know what I want for Christmas. I guess I want my 2 front teeth. Nobody ever got those, so let me think about it. I've got an hour to get through the show, and I'll let you know. Lepidus of Rune Totem says, I know you're paying Oxhorn. Yeah. Autumn says that you can never have enough suspenders, and I suppose that's true. Although, if you have more suspenders than you have pairs of pants, then maybe you're just walking in vanity at that point. I don't know. Although that's kind of where I'm at right Sorry. Sometimes when it comes to a cough, you just got to give it the old gentleman's try and get it out. But feeling better. Feeling better. All right. We have some fan art, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have been very prolific over the Thanksgiving holiday. Man, I let it go out. And so I'm going to be showing off all the fan art that you made for the Thanksgiving episode, which is today, and all of the fan art you've made since then as well. There we go. Okay, time to show you my screen, if I can. Blah! There we go. So, this is by Autumn, and she says, I would just like to wish Brandon and Jody and all of their fans a happy, safe Thanksgiving. May all of you have a wonderful time with friends and family, and of course, it's a turkey wrapped in bacon. Not just wrapped in bacon, that is woven with bacon. I mean, that's the kind of Thanksgiving turkey that you just don't refuse, right? So thank you for that. Looks delicious. And then we have this from Anna, and it says, study shows eating bacon will make you live longer. Well, of course, if the internet says it, I believe it. Look, if all of the things that make you live longer, I'm going to go ahead and say, sure, why not bacon, right? If there are 50 million things out there that causes cancer, ranging from eating diet soda to living too close to a freeway, then we need to counteract all of those things by things that make you live longer, in this case, bacon. So thank you for that. I will feel less guilty now enjoying my morning pound of bacon. This is from Evan, and it says romance level 9,000. Also, I forgot to add my name to the hipster memes. But we have beards can be red, a blade can glow blue, there's only one precious, and that must be you. Oh, that's precious. That's sweet. That's a nice Valentine's Day for geeks. Autumn shared this one. I don't know if I showed it off last week or not, but I'll show it off again. We all love bacon and meats in general, but have you ever imagined creating a full painting out of it? And that's what this guy did. Here's his website of all of his food paintings. Right, this is a landscape made from bacon. Can you get better than this? I just don't know if that's possible. Delicious. Thank you for that. And then we have this by Pat Tegita, and it says fixed. In Victorian times, they invented a teacup to prevent your mustache from getting wet. So fancy, I need a second monocle. That's what this guy says. That's so fancy, he needs a second monocle. And the expletive has been deleted. So, no, I actually have, I was familiar with these before this meme. It's pretty spectacular. I'm hoping to get one someday. So that's what I want for Christmas. If you happen to find a teacup with a mustache guard on it, there you go. That's what I want for Christmas. So this is from Pat Takita, and he says, here's the results of his Movember adventure. Looking good, Pat. You grew that in 1 month? Wow, you have some amazing genetics there, fine fellow. There are men who would kill to have follicle growth as fast as yours. Continue on, brave soldier. Greg Hartung says that he saw this at Hot Topic, and believe it or not, it would seem that even they watch your show and have attempted to make amends based on your opinion of their products. And he's showing a shirt here that says, stay classy, with what appears to be a mustache. Well, yeah, of course, Hot Topic watches my show, as do many fine retailers. I just need to get on the ball and close my branding garment agreements with them, but who knows. Autumn created some fan art. It says, had a bad day, so not taking the time to color this tonight. Took 2 hours to complete as is. This is Oxhorn in his druid cat form. And look at that. The smoke rings are even hovering around my cat antlers. That's pretty great. The pipe and the hat, you're just so creative, Autumn. You have this artistic streak that just tickles me every time. So thank you for that. And then there's this by Victoria. She says, a friend posted this, had to share it all with you. I felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of mustaches suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. The end of Movember. Indeed. Look, I just got back from work, After having spent 5 days in Kentucky for Thanksgiving, I get back after encouraging all of my coworkers to nurse their budding mustaches over the period of a month. And I get back and almost all of them shaved them completely off. I know, they get through 30 days and they get to experience firsthand the glory of a mustache, and then they just hack it all off. So I'm sad. But this fine fellow, Evan, says that he's gonna power through after Movember with his beard. He says, my little brother says I should lose the mustache. What do you think? Also, today is my birthday, 24 years. Happy birthday, Evan. Congratulations. And look at that nice set of facial furniture you've got there. You have a finely colored beard and mustache. There are men out there who would pay to have natural beard color like that. Nicely done. And I think the mustache is very suitable. If you were to shave the mustache off, you would have an Amish beard. And while Amish beards are good in their own way, a gentlemanly mustache is also something to be proud of. So, good on you, sir, and keep at it. This is from Autumn. She says she saw this at the store. It's a Duck Dynasty Chia beard. It's I don't really think it's real. I mean, is this real? It looks like it's been photoshopped. Oh, it's a Chia Willy. It's not a Chia Pet. It's a... Is that real? It is real. Autumn says that it's real. This looks like a Babylonian Sphinx without the plants. And then you grow it. It's a Duck Dynasty beard. Walmart apparently. Oh, that's hilarious. But look at this. This has totally been shopped. It's just horrible. The Photoshop level of this image over here is just so bad. Oh, that's just painful. But hey, an amazing product. Thank you for pointing that out. Jason says that after Movember, this is all that he's got of his beard back. So we saw our good friend earlier who grew a fairly epic beard in only 1 month. And this fine fellow has grown a respectable beard, no doubt. Not as long and as full as our fine fellow earlier, but it's definitely respectable. Jason, he says, after Movember, this is all I got of my beard back. Look, don't give up, good sir. Just think what your beard will look like a month from now, and then 2 months after that, and then 4 months after that. You will have an epic raging beard of awesomeness. Dawn Dennis, my mother, actually, came onto our Scotch and Smoke Rings page and says, Brandon, Jody, and Baby Gavin and the fans have a great Thanksgiving. And then she says, Autumn, I think your version looks tastier. Turkey for everyone. And she also gives us a bacon turkey. It just looks delicious to me. One day we're going to have to do this at the Dennis household for Thanksgiving. Here's another Obi-Wan thing, and I think Daniel's the one who shared it earlier. And then we have this by Jonathan, and it says, "Where's my sandwich?" This cat has a built-in mustache. Look at that. That's pretty epic. If you ever go to the pound and you're sitting there to adopt a cat, look for the one with the natural mustache. He will be a sir from birth. And then here's this one from Ryu, and he's just showing off his beard and the beard of his friend over here. Yeah, there's no shame in that. Look at this glorious beard that he's got going on there. Kudos to you, good sir. And then finally, this from Amber. From our family to yours, happy Thanksgiving. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and like that. Thank you so much, Amber Morrison. That was very, very sweet. All right, well, that's all the fan art I have right now. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for submitting your fan art. If you would like to submit fan art and you don't know how, just go ahead and go to our Facebook group. I'm sending out a link in both chats right now. It's our Scotch and Smoke Rings Facebook group. Apply for membership. It's open to anybody. Let me approve you, and you will be in. You will be in with the cool kids. Cheers. William Moore says, first Movember, now Mocember. Wow. I should never take that long of a break between scotches again. Whew. Man, I'm having a hard time here. Or maybe it's just because I'm getting over sickness and my body is rejecting the scotch. Who knows? Maybe it is Mocember for many, but this is Mo life for me. My life, there is no life outside of having a mustache and a beard. for myself. Oftenite Shade says, I'm looking into getting you some Alabama-style whiskey. I'm always down for Alabama-style whiskey. One of my dreams is to be able to sample many of the different types of whiskey that are produced all around the world. I hear that Asia even has some amazing whiskeys. I do prefer Scotch, but that's probably out of my own ignorance because I haven't tried many whiskeys. I've had bourbon, of course. I've had a lot of other American whiskeys. I've had corn whiskey, but Scotch is still my favorite. I've had Irish whiskey, but I'm always open to more whiskeys, so good on you, good sir. William Moore says, hey, Oxhorn, I've put it to mind to purchase a bowler hat. However, I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to them. Any tips on selecting a hat? Sure, it depends on how much money you want to spend. I've collected a collection of bowler hats at scotchandsmokerings.com. If you click on the shop link, there's a hats section. Click on that. It's like derby hats or bowler hats. And then I've got some of my favorites listed there. If you want a really cheap hat, this is a cheap version. It's not a really expensive hat. It's going to be made out of 100% felt, and it's going to be soft to the touch. It'll run you like 30 bucks. If you want a real, legit bowler hat, what many people don't know is that traditionally, bowler hats were hard like helmets. If you were to bang on it, it would make a knocking sound. And that's because it was just starched so heavily that it became a very hard surface. And it was used almost like a helmet. In fact, the bowler hat was first invented by people who were trying to make an alternative to the top hat that was more aerodynamic, because when people would go out on their horses and they would go hunting or they would play polo or something, they would normally have to hold on to their top hats because they weren't aerodynamic and they would get knocked off by the wind and then crushed. So someone invented the bowler hat to be more aerodynamic so you could actually ride your horse without your hat falling off. But even top hats at the time were made to be very hard to protect your head from limbs as you were racing underneath them, or from the umbrella of a mad gentleman who was furious at you having an advance on his sister or something crazy like that. So yeah, it just depends on the direction you want to go. Oh! Gulbreath says, this sounds stupid, but pick a hat that speaks to you. That's how I do it, and I love my hats. That's a good piece of advice. I chose the bowler because the bowler spoke to me. I saw it in a shop window, and I was about to pass, but then I heard it say, Oxhorn, stop. And so I stopped, and we had a lengthy conversation, and one thing led to another, and I purchased it. I was seduced by a bowler hat. What could I say? It's just one of those things. Jacob B says, how exactly might I post a picture of my facial fur to be displayed here next Thursday? Take a photo with your handy smartphone or whatever, and then upload it to an image sharing website like Imager or Flickr. Join the Scotch and Smoke Rings Facebook group, which I just linked to in both of the chats, and post a link, and I will be sure to show it off. He says that he holds great pride in his red-haired beard. No shame in that, good sir. If you have a flaming red, vibrant beard, take great pride in that. Those are rare things of beauty. Greg Hartung says, someone make a fan art piece now. A bowler hat seduced Oxhorn. Don't make me blasted off them. Don't make me laugh. I'm a sick man. Sorry. I should not be smoking this cigar. I'm telling you that right now. Whew. Esmer2 Dragon says, Greg, you're killing Oxhorn. Yes, yes. You know your humor is good if I just drop dead. ThunderGuy91 says, you know Three Stooges, Curly. would tap his hat to and fro to make the sound of a Gatling gun with the bowler. That's right, he would go with his... I can't do it because mine's too flimsy. But I guess that makes sense because the real ones were really hard. You could go... Alright, there you go. Lepidus of Rude Totem says, Oxhorn, might I advise a glass of water? You might, but we have none of that here, so cheers to another sip of Scotch. Let's go for it. Nightshade says, a coworker walked into the break room the other day while I was softly singing The Great Kodo, and they liked it. You have a classy coworker, probably of Irish ancestry. It's a traditional, it's set to the tune of a traditional Irish folk song called King of the Fairies. I made the lyrics up myself, but it's set to a traditional folk song. One of my favorites. I really love that tune. Esmer2 Dragon says, I got my Hearthstone beta key and I would love to play you for my birthday. Well, happy birthday. I do have Hearthstone up and running here in the background. Maybe when we get a little further through the show. Is it really already 7:30? Wow. This show has gone by quickly. Maybe when we get a little further into the show, I'll play some Hearthstone with you. So we'll fire it up here in a little bit. Esmer2 Dragon, you've got first spot against me. Aw, Jacob says, I accidentally stepped on my bowler hat the other day. It was crushed beneath my mighty foot. I felt a piece of me die that day. Oh, I know the feeling. I am sorry to hear that, fine fellow. The nice thing about the felt ones is they're fairly resilient. Probably because it's just shaped felt, right? The real ones that you buy, they may be harder to protect your head, but they do take damage more seriously. They can take damage. So, I don't know, it's, you flip a coin. Well, this was my bottle of water. I'm responding to the messages. Everybody's suggesting that I drink some water. This was my bottle of water, but it's empty. Now, I have no water. And I'm not going to get up and get some. So, maybe next time. Sir Cookie says, I call second spot. You promised me. Man, I forget everybody that I promised to. Alright. Alright. Sir Cookie says second spot. More have told me, not promised me. Alright. I forget with whom I make promises. There's so many. There are so many. Ooh, Jacob says, hey Oxhorn, are you familiar with a board game called Settlers of Catan? It's quite interesting. Absolutely. My nieces and nephew... No, they're not my nieces. They're my cousins. I say niece and nephew because they're so much younger than me, but they're my baby cousins, and they're not babies anymore. The oldest is 17. They're growing really fast. Anyway, my cousins, who live about an hour and a half away from me, they live in this island peninsula, way out in the boonies. Anyway, I get to see them 3 or 4 times a year, and whenever I go to visit them, they pull out the Settlers of Catan, and we will play that board game. And it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of strategy involved. It's one of those strategic games that has to deal with resources, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, yes, I have played it, and I like it. ThunderGod91 says, man, I just found a rib still in my beard. Well, the night before I flew on an airplane and ended up getting food poisoning, I had a series of chili dogs from a restaurant in Kentucky called Skyline Chili. And apparently it's a very famous chili parlor in Cincinnati. Cincinnati is apparently famous for its chili. And I had to have it because it's the thing to do when you're in Cincinnati. So I had some traditional Cincinnati chili. And then 24 hours later, I was a little sick. Jacob, you don't know what I was going to say. Maybe I was going to say varnishing my toenails. You don't know. But anyway, why did I bring that up? It was pertinent. I was responding to a comment. I forgot. Yeah. It was related, but I don't remember where. The Dan Man says, almost said something in classy. Good catch there, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I do try. Stuck in beard. That's right. We were talking about things stuck in beard. No, I didn't get any varnish stuck in my beard. But as I was eating those massive chili dogs, look, chili dogs are not something you want to eat when you have a beard as massive as mine. Just imagine melted cheese and chili all up in your beard. It is not fun to get out. Trust me. You're in the shower with beard shampoo and a comb. Just get it. It's rough, right? You need to wear a bib over your beard in order to eat a chili dog from Skyline Chili. It was pretty good. The Dan Man says, dost thou have any beard soap? Indeed I do. I'm going through a series of different beard soaps to see which one I like best. Right now I am on Grandpa's Pine Tar Soap. If you go to growabeardnow.com, growabeardnow.com and go to the beard soap section, I have a list of all of the different beard soaps that I've tried to date. I tried the coal tar soap, and I don't like it quite as much as the pine tar soap by Grandpa's. And it's great. It makes my beard smelling wonderful, and it gets stuff out of my beard as a soap is supposed to. So that's my favorite so far. Off a Nightshade says, so is Gavin modeling shoes yet? Yes, he had a big photo shoot a couple weeks ago, and the funny thing about this kid is that he hates shoes. Absolutely hates shoes. But when he was modeling shoes, he loved shoes. Like, we can't get shoes on the kid's feet for the life of us. Even in the middle of a snowy Kentucky winter, we're trying to put shoes on him so we can go see some Christmas lights at the local zoo. And he's pulling his shoes off of his feet and ripping off his little snow cap. And he just refuses to have hats and shoes on. But when he's in front of a camera, oh, he's putting his shoes on. He's dancing in his shoes. I don't know. He's just, I guess he just loves the camera. Maybe that's what it is. Epic Runt says, so are you going to redo Rothelmau when the new models come out? It's a good idea. You know, I don't know if they're going to have WoW Model Viewer. I don't know, it's a great idea. I hadn't thought of doing that. I don't know, would you guys like to see something like that? To see Rothelmau with the new models? It'll be interesting to see if a movie like that is going to have the same charm that the old models did. There was just something, pardon me, there was just something charming about the old models that I really liked. They were very expressive, even if they were a little low res. But yeah, I might try that sometime. Anything for an extra couple million views, right? Hey, why not? Why not? You know, the fans certainly like that idea. Great suggestion. The fans are loving it. Autumn says, yes, please, but it would probably require you to buy the new expansion. Yeah. I haven't even bought Mists of Pandaria yet, so... Like-san says, I just tuned into this today. Welcome, Like-san. Congratulations for finding Scotch and Smoke Rings. You have now found the end to the internet. That's right, there is nothing beyond this program. No need to search any further. You have found class. So stay a while and listen. William Moore says, Dear Oxhorn, I hate to be a bother, but your stream is lagging a little bit. Anyone else having some stream lag? It's possible because my hard drive is 93% full. I do need to do some maintenance on my computer. No? No one else is having the issue? Okay. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it too much then. I have my quality set to HD 720, so it's not too high. It should be just high enough for you to be able to see the pores on my face, because I'm sure that's just fascinating, right? Sadistic Ewok 88 says, "Stay a while and listen." Isn't that a quote from Diablo? Indeed. That's from Cain. Right? The old man Cain? Yeah. Stay a while and listen. Oh, Lyksan says, "No, I've watched 3 shows already." Ah, I see. Greg McLovin Hartung says, "By the way, are you going to upload your Christmas album on YouTube?" Yes, although I'm having some legal issues with YouTube right now. They're trying to say that the music I made, I don't have a copyright license for. Yeah, doesn't make much sense since I am selling my own music on Amazon and on iTunes and on Google Play. I'm selling my music on Google and Google is telling me I don't own my music. Right, yeah, it's... The YouTube thing, the copyright verification thing on YouTube is super over-aggressive in terms of all of these people that have registered copyrights with YouTube. So anytime I upload a new video, they'll instantly demonetize it and say that I've violated some copyright for music, even if I hadn't. So then I have to appeal that ruling, and sometimes that will take 30 days or more. So I've actually uploaded a video of all of my Christmas music to YouTube, and I'm waiting for the penalty to be removed so that I can turn it on. So YouTube is infuriating these days. Pardon me. The Dan Man asks, is it available in hard copy? It is. If you go to oxhorn.com and then click on the music tab, I have a listing of both of my albums, Oxhorn Brand Music, which has all of my classics, and then Oxhorn's Christmas for Geeks, which is my Christmas album, and I'm selling a hard copy of both of those CDs available on Amazon.com. So if you wanted, you could spend the $15 and get the album shipped to your door by a drone, apparently. That's right. Amazon's got all of these shipping drones. Not yet, though, right? It's just experimental. Sir Haley says, "I feel like Oxhorn doesn't love me." Why? Why would you say that? I love everybody. Some more than others. But I love those who donate to the show more than others. Hey, what can I say? I'm biased. Eh? Esmer2 Dragon says, "Everyone except for elves." Well, indeed, there's very little love in my heart for the pointy-eared, pink-skinned, elfish creatures. The Dan Man says, "Add some scotch to the Ox shop and I'll send you some." I would, but sadly, many of the things that I consume on this fine program, you can't actually buy on Amazon or other shops like that, so... Tricky. Thundergun91 says, "Your scotch is lonely, my good sir. Indeed. Cheers and bottoms up." Whew, more effective than mouthwash. Whew. Wow, I feel really out of sorts. I've never had this problem before. Oh! Evil Tyler 15 says, okay, I'm going to buy you Mists of Pandaria. It will be a gift to you. Well, thank you, Evil Tyler. I don't have that game yet, and I look forward to installing it. Then I can finally get all the new models. Yeah, it's true. I played the beta because I was in on the beta, but I didn't actually play it with any of my characters. I used the beta to make the Panda Exterminator. I don't know if Blizzard is glad that I had the beta for that one. I don't know if they liked that movie of mine too much. Thankfully, I didn't get any negative feedback from them. William Moore says, Amazon shipping drones. First they deliver books, then they take over the world. Yeah, I'm kind of confused as to how the whole shipping drone thing is going to be. Because, like, picture this scenario. You go onto Amazon and you buy $3 or $4 worth of shaving supplies, for example. You click the Purchase Now button, say you pay $5 for the expedited drone delivery, and you get, within 30 minutes, this drone appearing at your doorstep, and it hovers down and drops off your package. For those who don't know what we're talking about, Amazon.com recently announced their plans to start delivering packages within 30 minutes to your doorstep using unmanned vehicles, unmanned drones that fly through the air. I'm not even kidding. This is something that they actually are testing. Pardon me. So, but this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, you purchase $10, $15 worth of material. The drone comes, but you capture the drone, right? Now you've got a $300 drone or something like that. Far greater in value than the $30 you spent on shipping or whatever. And so Amazon says, well, we delivered it to your house. We know that you stole it. You can say, look, I wasn't even at home at the time. Somebody came to my doorstep and stole it. Or somebody shot it out of the sky. How are they going to know? I mean, maybe there's some sort of GPS thing on it. Okay, so you figure out a way to wipe the GPS. Yeah, I don't know. You figure out a way to deactivate any sort of tracking mechanism on it. But then you've got this really expensive drone that you can then sell to North Korea or something, right? I just don't know how they're going to get around people stealing their drones. The drones that we suddenly see in the skies that say Amazon on them, delivering packages in a very innocent way. A year later, we will see on the battlefields of Europe delivering bullets to terrorists or something. Who knows? Oh. Lepidus says, now I hate to be your personal reminder, Oxhorn, but how goes the vocal recordings for the movie Greg and I are working on, Oxhorn? You guys are holding me to task. Thank you again for reminding me. Like, I mean, to be honest, I haven't even worked on it yet. It would probably take me 30 minutes to finish for you, and I'm so sorry that it's taking me this long to record those vocals for you. Greg Lepidus, shoot me an email to remind me again. I'm going to star it in my inbox. I'll try to get to it later this week. No promises. Busy week for me, but I want to do this for you, and I've been meaning to do it. It's just been slipping my mind, so I'm sorry. Autumn says, Oxhorn, is your book available on Amazon? I'm thinking of buying it so I have something to read on my flight to the United Kingdom next year. Well, congratulations on your trip to the United Kingdom. I've been meaning to go to Great Britain for a very long time. And yes, it is available on Amazon. Go to chloronhastings.com. That, of course, reminds me, if someone's going to be bringing up my book, then, of course, I have to say, yes, it is my book, my novel, The Tale of Chloron Hastings, penned by yours truly, a young adult swashbuckling sea adventure yarn set in a world of my own creation, available for a low, low price from Amazon.com in ebook, hardcover, or paperback format. Go to chloronhastings.com for more, and you will enjoy every moment of it, I promise. It makes a good Christmas gift. That's right, Christmas is coming up, or Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or whatever else you celebrate during these days. Buy it for your favorite person, and they will say, thank you so much, dear friend. You have sent me a masterpiece. If I do say so myself. chloronhastings.com. Autumn says, suggestion, you should put some on Amazon that are signed. It's harder than it sounds to do that, but that would be a great a great suggestion. And your other book, says Ophanite Shade. That's right. I forgot to talk about my book, Arrow 1. I published this in 2004. Can you believe that? Almost 10 years ago. And I never even talked about it to the public. I just published it and then never did anything with it. This was years before Oxhorn. Like Oxhorn, I never started the whole Oxhorn thing till 2006, 2007. Well, I kind of made a few movies around 2004, 2005. So this was right at the end of my feverish writing period and right before I started Oxhorn. But yeah, it's a collection of short stories and poems. Yeah, I should really get it online so people can buy it. I haven't done that yet. Thanks for reminding me. I'm going to have to get it online. Autumn says, what is that one about? Well, there's no theme to it. It's just a collection of short stories and poems. A lot of the short stories are science fiction and fantasy, because that's the kind of, that's the type of writing that I really enjoyed doing at that time. Some, I'd say about half of them are science fiction, and the other half are fantasy. Oh, I've even got a 40-page novel at the end of it. That's right, I forgot to put that there. So, if you've read The Tale of Chlorine Hastings, you know that I set that novel in a fictional world that I've been creating for many years now. It's just, it's this fictional world called Aenerin that I have created as the back history for my novel, and I have the first iteration of that in this book. Well, enough reminiscing. I'll just have to get it online for the lot of you. Steampunk? Thunder God says, Brandon, steampunk next? Who knows? Maybe I'll have to do a steampunk thing, right? I've already got the hat.
You are listening to radio.
Oh, Ghoulbreath. Ghoulbreath says, I think you'll like the latest piece of fan art on your Facebook page. It's about seduction. Alright, let's see what you got here. Alright, I'll show it off. From Greg Harton, Oxhorn, is that hat mailbox dancing? Staghorn, aye, it doth be seducing you. Mortus, reminds me of Lacey. So here we have a bowler hat dancing on top of a mailbox, seducing our three favorite heroes. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what I thought it would be. Thank you for that one, Ghoulbreath. I said it. It's my own fault. That's what I get. Alright, looks like we're going to have a little bit of an extra long episode today. It's already 10 minutes till the show ends, but I said that I was going to get a game of Hearthstone in. So let me go ahead and fire up Hearthstone. Now, you'll forgive me, I keep forgetting the people that I promise I'm going to play with. So I'm going to fire it up and then see if I can get a game in. That's a great question, Artanis02. These are the mysteries of the universe that I cannot answer myself. This dwarf is so happy to see me every time I log in. It's like he's channeling Blizzard's enthusiasm. Ho! Another person to buy our products that don't exist. Welcome! Ha ha! I've never been the guy that's going to spend actual money on virtual goods. Not my thing. Okay, let's see if I can... There we go. Right. There we go, just making some room on my friends list. Okay. So who was I going to battle? Naala1 says, Hey Oxhorn, are you planning on writing more books in the future? I've only read Clore and Hastings, and it was a great tale. A great tale, a while to ship to Sweden. Oh, it was great, but it took a while to ship to Sweden. Ah, well, I'm glad it finally made it to you in Sweden. Yes, sadly, the way that... Esmer 2 Dragon? Okay, that's right. You need to... Wow. Wow, I'm getting a lot of friend requests. Hold on a second. Okay, Esmer, I sent you a friend request. Hopefully you've got it. There we go. Okay. Here, I'm just going to move that over there. And then move that over there. And then move that over there. And move that there. Esmer, can you just invite me? It never seems to work whenever I do it. I'm Oxhorn, number 1649. There. Sweet, just got a Mists of Pandaria donation by Evil Tyler 15. Thank you, Evil Tyler. You rock, sir. Now I can finally play Mists of Pandaria. Just like I've always wanted. Yeah, I don't see it up here, Esmer. Oh, wait, I do. There you go. All right. Looks like we are now friends. Go ahead and challenge me to a duel. I will not hold back. All of my powers shall be arrayed against you. Ghoulbreath says, I love Hearthstone. Hearthstone crashes. Cry. Okay, I'm going to play my shaman. So if you remember, last time I actually tried to play fans last week, or the week before last week, I got decimated. Totally decimated. Mavikox says, Dear Oxhorn, have you ever tried smoking a briar pipe? Indeed, I have. In fact, I've got one right here. And I have a collection of briar pipes in my cabinet back there behind me. And I have to say, I do like them. CM Buyer says, Ox on a Monday? Christmas has come early. Indeed, good sir. And I will also be doing this show on Thursday. Okay, let's see. Well, alright, let's see. Thank you very much, Evil Tyler, and thanks again for your donation. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Bottoms up. Oh my goodness. What is this? At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to this minion and summon a 1/1 imp. Oh. So then hopefully that should kill your minion next turn. That's what I'm guessing. Ah. Nice card. Let me see. That's what I gotta do. Oh my goodness. You're just tearing it up, aren't you? Nicely done. Nicely done. All right. Show me what you've got, good sir. Show me what you have. Oh, goodness, I'm just now seeing all of the duel challenges in live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know exactly how much I'll be able to duel all of you tonight. I'm going to go ahead and do the smoke ship after this match and then maybe a few more. But we will see. Okay. Good show. Econgen asks, what is a smoke ship? A smoke ship is very similar to the kind that you saw in Lord of the Rings. How did you get all of this mana? My goodness. How are you summoning all of these creatures? Gosh. Anyway, at the end of every show, I summon into existence a smoke ship, which is a ship made out of smoke. And it is a unique talent that I alone have. Okay, how did you get all that mana? Pardon me. Yeah, that's right, the portal. Right. Sacrifice Diamond asks, hey Oxhorn, haven't caught you live in a while. How come your show is on Monday? It's because I delayed my show over the Thanksgiving holiday. Oh, you're killing me here, guy. Man, he's tearing me up. This is not even right. Okay, yes. Hit me with your little fellows. Fine, whatever. I should have saved that lightning thing. Anyway, I didn't do it on Thanksgiving, so I'm doing it today. And I have another show on Thursday. So, you know, in any other game at this point, this is when I would concede, because there's just no point anymore. But, fine. I'm not going to do that to you. You've been working hard. So I'll humor you. There you go. How's that? Ah, how frustrating. A good warlock is hard to beat, I have to admit. Very, very powerful class. When played properly. Yeah. Do your thing. Do it. Do your thing. Tear me up. I don't care. What? Oh my goodness. You're nasty, my friend. Ah. He just summoned Alexstrasza. What on earth? What kind of cards do you have? Just this is not even... Wow. Okay. Yeah. Nicely done. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, don't you go anywhere, because I have a little bit of revenge that I need to play upon you. But first, smoke ship time. Ladies and gentlemen, what is on your mind is I will blow into existence a piece of art created by me, made out of nothing but smoke and the force of these two cheeks. I will create a smoke ship based upon your suggestions, and then I will go and try and destroy Esmer 2 Dragon after I was just destroyed by Esmer 2 Dragon. Lucky cards, that's what I'm saying. Lucky cards. Okay, Greg McLovin Hartung says a bacon turkey battlecruiser drifting on an ocean of ochre, with Greg torturing Oxhorn to death with the power of laughter, yes, apparently, while his bowler hat brothel stands idly by begging for mercy. Nah, that's just a weird image. A bowler hat brothel. Chloron Hastings sailing a giant bacon frigate in space, dodging asteroids and evil space whales, while Oxhorn, Staghorn, and Mortus shoot tobacco cannonballs and flaming cigar arrows at evil hippie space pirates and their black market Amazon drones, while Baby Gavin, Thunk, and the Master of Euphemisms share turkey legs and panda pizzas. Nicely done, William. Like that. Ghoulbreath says, Greg and Patricia tell stories of the days of old, back when Ghoul and Autumn were but apprentices of this chat. As the mighty Loranicus and Ironbark sail the mightiest of bacon vessels through a sea of panda pizzas and scotch, giggling at Oxhorn's hat seduction. That was a bad choice of words on my part earlier in the show, wasn't it? Shouldn't have used the word seduction. Lesson learned. The fans will not forget it. Alright, Sacrifice Diamond says, Oxhorn and his family on a journey to find the deep riches of Illidan's past. Ooh. Deep riches. Yeah, you guys are not going to let me forget that. Next week it's all going to be about bowler hat seduction, I can tell you that. Off a Nightshade says, Oxhorn flying a bacon turkey ship, while Mortus reads rap lyrics while wearing a confused expression, and Staghorn eats a pecan pie. Admirable. Admirable for a pecan pie on Thanksgiving. Alright, I have a person to destroy in Hearthstone, so I'm going to go ahead and pick William Moore. Yours was very well thought out and full of wonderful nuances, so I will go ahead and do yours. Thank you, everybody, for your Smoke Ship submissions this week. So pay attention. Don't blink, because if you do, you'll miss it, but for the briefest of moments. If you're careful, you might see something amazing. Whoa! My goodness, did you see it? It was very, very brief. Just in front of your eyes for a moment. But you could clearly see Cloron Hastings sailing a giant bacon frigate in space, while dodging asteroids and evil space whales, while Oxhorn, Staghorn, and Mortus shoot tobacco cannonballs and flaming cigar arrows at evil hippie space pirates and their black market Amazon drones, while Baby Gavin, Thunk, and the Master of Euphemisms share turkey legs and panda pizzas. Nicely done, William. Thank you for that wonderful suggestion. And thank you, everybody, for coming. If you have to leave, I understand. I won't hold it against you. But I have some Hearthstone to play, so pardon me while I duck out of here. And should I try Shaman again? Yeah, I'm going to try Shaman again. Sir Haley says, I could not see that. That's okay, my friend. It does take practice, as Esmer Two Dragons says. Just focus a little bit next time. It's kind of like staring at that, at those two-dimensional pixelated images that were popular in the 90s. Remember, you would walk through the mall and you would see those art stores and you'd have to stare at the painting and kind of cross your eyes. That's kind of what you got to do with the Smoke Ship. It's quite baffling, but trust me, it's there. All right, Esmer. Take that! Ha 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 ha! Oh no. Oh man, I am not getting a good deck of cards right now. Not a good deck of cards right now at all. But that's okay. I'm not going to complain. Instead, I will sip Scotch. Whew! clears the sinuses. Ha ha ha. You've been playing this game a lot, my friend. You've got a gold panther? Alright. Well, yeah. Give you something to chew on there for a bit. Oh no, you're not silencing my only taunt. You're destroying my other taunt. Sure. Risky, risky, risky. Do I try it or do I... Nah. There we go. Thank you, good sir. I do try. Thank you, Gulbreath, for the play-by-play, because I can't see what's going on in front of my very face. Sacrifice Diamond says, "Hey Oxhorn, I just won a beta key on a stream previously and was wondering what class is easiest to play for beginners who have not installed it yet." Well, the class they start you out with is the Mage, so I'm assuming that the Mage is probably the easiest class to play. I have found that the Mage is fairly easy to play. But I also really like the Hunter. The Hunter is pretty easy to play. I think, anyway. Goldbreath says, "Now I want to say everything that happens." I deserve it, I really do. I just bring it on myself. Mendal says that I heard Shaman decks are really good with Murlocs. You're probably right, though I often refuse to use Murlocs. Just because I think they're lame. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you. Oh, jeez, how many of those do you have? Not cool. All right. This guy's just got all the best cards, is what he's got. Is the game's board supposed to be somewhere specific? Asks Alphanite Shade. Yeah, they've got a number of different game boards, each that have their own theme. This one is the Stormwind game board. It's supposed to be in Stormwind. You can see here's the Griffin barracks here and a bunch of other stuff. You can even interact with it. Turn the lights on and off. Fiddle with these guys. Oh no! What's that? Deal 2 damage to all characters? As a death rattle, well, I guess I'll just have to Very lame. Deals 2 damage, so if I do that, I'm going to lose these 2 guys. Which isn't the end of the world, so... Ouch!
I'll take him out.
Elements guide me. Elements guide me.
That's okay. More where that came from. Gillyrar says, "Dude, you look awesome." That it is the effect that I try to have. Oh man, this guy, he just keeps drawing cards. It's not even right. How do you have 2 of those? Ah! Well, no matter what happens, I lose 1. You are not nice. Not nice at all. Cheapers. Alright, fine.
Sorry.
Yeah, you better be sorry about that. Alright, eat that. Off-Night Shade says, off the wall question, do you know how to ballroom dance? I've heard you mention the waltz and foxtrot before. I'm not an expert at ballroom dancing, no. But I do have a distinct appreciation for ballroom dancing. When I do dance, it tends to be ballroom dancing. I danced with my wife during my brother's wedding, and that was a lot of fun. But, no, I definitely don't know how to ballroom dance, that's for sure.
The gates are open. Elements guide me. Elements guide me.
Oh, that was a handy card. Man. He's got all these cards that draw additional cards. That's why he's got a full deck and I've only got 2. Ah! You jerk! He just destroyed my entire armada.
Radio Dismute is now on Facebook. Find us at facebook.com/Radio Dismute. Streaming the sounds of the 1920s, 1930s, around the world, 24 hours a day. This is Radio Dismute. RadioDismute.com. HappyMusicRadio.com.
Elements guide me. Elements guide me.
All right. There we go. Finally, I redeemed myself, but it was painful. Oh, that was painful. All right, my friend, I've got one more in me. Do you want to try again? I will go with my hunter. Just because I want to, you know, I don't want to completely dominate you. Esmer2Dragon says that was an amazing match. Thanks for the birthday match. That was a lot of fun, I have to admit. You are a challenging opponent, I have to say. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, my cigar is getting low. I am JJ Fish Truck says, Ox, did you give any thought to the whole audiobook version of Cloran Hastings? I have, and that sounds really good. I'd love to do it, I really would. I'm going to sit down to think about it. Alright, let's see how we do here. Sir Haley says, Cloran Hastings is on my birthday list, along with your Christmas album, and many of anime. Why, thank you. Thank you very much, good sir. I really hope you enjoy it if you get it. Oh no! Man! Well, I know you don't have any more of those cards. This guy has a habit of keeping a whole lot of cards. All right. Ghoulbreath says, anyway, I must be off getting a tad late over here. Have a good night, all of you, and stay classy. Cheers, ladies and gents. Pleasure to have you, Ghoulbreath, as always. Baldox is here. Pleasure to have you, Baldox. Ooh. I see where this is going, and it's going to a very ugly place. I am not happy with the state of things. Oh my goodness, really? All right. Lepidus of Rune Totem says Oxhorn is throwing a classy fit. Yes, yes, yes.
Engaging TC-130 into a dislocator.
Is someone injured?
Ah! Ouch. So this is the problem with fighting priests. Too many tricks up their sleeves. Yeah, I know I'm done. Farewell. And adieu. Oh! Right in the gullet. Well played. Well played indeed. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching my demise. Don't know what that was, but it was spam, so I got rid of it. Anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. And thank you to all of those who donated and played Hearthstone with me. Always a pleasure. Always a very fun time. Be sure to tune in next Thursday which is just a few days from now, this coming Thursday. 2 shows this week, today and this coming Thursday. 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time for Scotch and Smoke Rings episode 227. I will be here, as always, with my bowler hat thriving, and with my beard also thriving. Have a fantastic evening, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas holiday. And be sure, my friends, as always, to stay classy. Cheers.